Are we not going to light Manfred's candles?
We must get to the candle, please, Manfred.
I've resurrected simple undead before, but I've never seen a wisp animate a corpse so smoothly.
He's taken remarkably well to having a body, haven't you, Manfred? Here are the last candles you'll need to light.
All right, I lied. Finally, last ones.
Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell.
Okay. Oh. I didn't realize. I don't think I've ever used your spirit stuff. Except for like when we picked him up kind of thing.
Let the rites be acknowledged. Our bonds seen and sealed.
We honor the listening spirits.
Hi.
Hail from the abyss.
We witness, good watchers, faith kept in all our paths.
It's been a while since I saw greater spirits of the necropolis.
Those two in particular are amongst our oldest friends. We'll need to ring the bell once more to close out the departing ceremony.
Okay. I can do that. Is that it? Oh. That's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful statue. I wish that I could put at the lighthouse.
So you were really afraid of this place as a child?
It wasn't the necropolis itself, but what was draped around it. Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
Mm-hmm. Sure, let's make Rook human. Of course, like most people.
Wasn't everyone from time to time?
When I was younger, it happened more often than that. That's when I discovered I possess a great terror of dying. It goes beyond dread. Can't be reasoned with or soothed over. It comes without warning. In the dead of night, sunlit streets, a raw, strangling fear struck somewhere deep past the heart.
That's an issue for a necromancer.
Oddly, I discovered I wasn't alone. I debated this fear with friends. I argued with teachers. Yet, it lingered.
Oh!
Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough. There are struggles, but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of homecoming would this be for you if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
Anything for Manfred? Trying to impress? I like it. Oh yeah, we're still flirting. Even though I'm like I am 90 gazillion% sure we're gonna romance Lucanus. I would still like to see all these flirt lines.
Did you set all this up to make a good impression?
Of course not. I was only...
Because it's working.
Then it's my pleasure to share the tranquility of this place with you.
Okay, so that got done. Excellent. Oh. Yes. Cool. So now, there's a codex update. Oh, wait. No new missive. Okay, good. Let's now... Tosh wanted to meet Where? This is... No. Docktown, no. Hall of Valor. Yes. This is Tosh? Where am I going? Where does this lead? Is it... Oh, up there. Okay, so let's fast travel here and then see if there's a quicker way over just to make it.
Find any good loot lately?
No, Isabella. Maybe if you hadn't run away from Mari, you would have had access to better loot. Where am I going? The wrong way. That's forgot. Oh. There's something over here. Aha. Can I go? No, your greatest nemesis is located over here. Wait, so where's the rest of this? There should be... more? Wait, really? Also... Can I,
Nothing but top shelf stuff over here.
Right? Oh, perfect. What are we at? Yeah, rank up! I'm just trying to rank up everybody. I'm trying to rank people up. Trying to get me some sweet loot. I don't need that. No. No. Because we... Oh, wait. Because we are... I think our current healing belt does better. Yes, but... Also, I got nothing. Memento. Definitely will take that with me. Oh, jammies. New jammies. Yes, new jammies. For me. Thank you.
For gold and glory.
For gold and glory. Yeah. Okay, where am I now? So... Eh? I don't want to win matches. Wait. Tosh is technically... That's what like, let's just track that. Okay. I think I gotta turn around. Like, I think... What's in here? Anything over here? Like... Oh, is it down here? Tosh?
What's up?
Hey. Yeah, let's do it. Get drinks.
I saw the Hivernal flying by with my own eyes, big as the sky, and ready for the lords to come be heroes. We take it down, and the village nearby will eat like kings and love us for it. It had bright red and blue scales. They'll be worth a fortune, even beyond the Horde.
That's not a Hivernal. You saw a Calton's on. And she's acting normal. She's not one of the dragons blighted by the gods. Going after her would get us killed for no good reason.
I trust Tosh.
I'm gonna have to side with the Lords of Fortune's resident dragon expert.
You sure you're not just scared, Tosh?
Fight it if you want. Tell us where to send your stuff after it kills you.
Aw, sorry, Cutter. Tosh gets final say. We leave the Caltons on alone.
You think I can't fight a dragon just because I don't breathe fire?
You can't fight a dragon because you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Fine. You're the expert.
Again? Again?
Well, that was awkward.
That's not oof.
Not for me.
There's rumors of another dragon off to the west. Heard anything, Tosh?
Yeah. Not sure if it's blighted like the ones that attacked Minrathous and Treviso. But it's killing people in villages near Arlethan Forest. They need help.
Well, that's glory.
It's fire breather. They always have lairs with a horde.
And there's gold. Tempted yet?
We might be able to spare the time for a dragon hunt.
Can't wait to see what you find. Now, has Tosh told you about fighting a Gamadon Stormrider in the middle of a typhoon?
Best time to catch them.
Oh, it was glorious, Rook.
Was that it? So did I get a quest now to fight a dragon? Wait, was that really it? Why did my voice just squeak right there? It really was. Huh. Okay. I meant to stay in the map. I'm kind of surprised by how short that was. All right, to the lighthouse. Time to go. I want to see what these new jammies look like on our girl. I was kind of thought we were going to have like drinks. But I mean, if that's all we want to do, that's all we want to do. If nobody has anything, I'm going to go talk to... Oh, there's a Manfred Emmrich moment. Can you rewatch these? No, it's kind of interesting that you can't rewatch these regrets. I do like that the lighthouse looks a little bit better, though. Also, let's put the Morn Watch decos back. Because... reasons. Let's see. Also, I think it'll be just a little... I think it's a little bit easier to see if somebody's to talk to you up here.
With all my regards. Oh, but I don't want them to think me homesick.
Hi, Emmrich.
Rook, hello. Just composing a few letters. The other Watchers have been most interested in our adventures.
You have more credibility than I do back home.
Perhaps. Speaking of home, have we really never met around the necropolis before? Even in passing?
Oh, let's try that.
I mean, I'm not a mage, so we probably never... Wait a second. Didn't you present astrological scrolls from the tomb of Mother Griselda 2 years ago?
Why, yes, indeed. It took forever to convince the departed Chantry Mother to lend them out.
How are things back home?
I miss anything big around the necropolis while I was gone?
Caspar I led a stately procession around the wards of his tomb palace.
That hasn't happened in 300 years.
No one knows what occasioned it. Oh, and necromancers outside the Morn Watch attempted to claim the funerary dead. Again!
Again? Again? But we get the funerary dead.
It's right in the Royal Charter. Only Mortalitasi ascended to the Morn Watch have final authority in the necropolis.
I've had to explain the distinction between Mortalitasi and Watchers a dozen times since leaving home.
But it's simple. Every Navarra necromancer is called a Mortalitasi, and some Mortalitasi join the Morn Watch. Done.
Exactly. One would think.
Okay. Okay. This is my... They're both like... I love this. I love this. New occult dangers?
I should fulfill my Watcher oaths and ask, any supernatural trouble in Navarra?
A gathering of pride spirits down in Cumberland, easily dispelled. And we finally stopped those wandering cenotaphs from appearing in the Weeping Vale. That took some effort. Nothing else, aside from the elven gods disrupting the Fade.
I sense an yet.
And yet...
There's so much more than spirits in the Fade. Entities and instrumentalities we know only by their shadows.
If you've spotted something in the Fades...
I'm not sure. It's only an occasional stillness where movement and light should be. Let's hope I'm imagining things.
You mentioned homesickness.
I couldn't help overhearing the word homesick.
Oh, I'm fine. Completely absorbed in our venture. But if I were home, I'd be preparing for new students or requests to speak to the dead.
Let's see. Corpse whispering requests?
Can people just ask you to show up for some corpse whispering?
Oh, nothing official. There are very few of us, but we help here and there. Questioning a victim of murder, clearing up disputed wills, and sometimes fetching back last words from a loved one.
Huh. Ever corpse whisper the king?
Have you used corpse whispering on King Marcus?
Whatever are you talking about?
Oh, come on.
His Majesty's health is a delicate subject. Besides, the palace necromancers aren't watchers. They've their own corpse whisperer.
Ah, so King Marcus is dead. Or undead.
Half the nobility must suspect by now. Can you imagine what the other kingdoms would think? I stay well clear of it.
I mean, I would. It seems like the safest thing at this point. Did you give up your classes?
You didn't stop teaching just to be with us, did you?
I'm long overdue for a sabbatical. Besides, do you know how many students the faculty wanted in my class next season? 10! How's one meant to tailor separate lessons for 10 pupils at a time? Honestly.
10. There are teachers in the room right now dying of laughter at having 10 students and that being a lot. I want you to know, I respect that. I'll see you around, Emmrich.
Good to chat. I'll let you get back to your letter.
Before you go,
Yeah.
I wanted to thank you for your company in the Memorial Gardens. There's another ceremony I have to perform there. If you'd like to visit again. Not yet, but soon.
Yeah, I would love to.
You know I can't turn down spending more time with you.
How lovely to hear you say so. I'll always be glad to show you around the tombs, my dear. At your pleasure.
I'll take you up on that.
Wonderful. Until then.
Stop it. They're adorable. Stop it. This is adorable. No. These flirts are fantastic. So far, the flirting has been really good for me personally, because I like I think when I first started playing Dragon Age overall, I wasn't as big, or I should say when I first started playing games overall, I was more of I want the obvious flirts and stuff like that, and I want it to happen fast, but I am enjoying that these are slower flirts and that these are taking their time and they're a little bit more nuanced in some ways. So that part of the game I'm immensely enjoying. I like that Rook and Emmrich are showing interest in each other, or Lucanus and Rook, and Davrin and Rook, and it's not over the top. It's taking its time. I appreciate that. There is my new outfit. Didn't I? You all saw me. There you are. So we got oh, they put the jammies at the top. Ooh. You want to try it for now? Oh, I like it because you can finally see the girl's scars. Yeah, let's try it. Also, nothing new here. Yeah, these are all I thought for some reason the other day, I apologize in advance. I thought we had gotten we were almost there. And I think I had mentioned that in an episode. So if you were like, no, you didn't. I think it's because for some reason my scroll wheel isn't scrolling here correctly. It's weird. I have to be hovering for it to scroll. So I think I just tried to scroll and we had these 3 slots open or something like that. And that's when I assumed that we were almost done because I just couldn't keep scrolling with the scroll wheel. So I apologize in advance for that. Or not in advance, but previously. In advance for me because there's no way you've seen that. There's no way you've seen that episode with the sheer amount of footage we got going right now. But you will already have seen that episode by the time you see this kind of thing. It's getting more confusing the more I talk about it, so we're just gonna go talk to Solas instead. But just know, it's equally as confusing for me some days. I do love the fact though that we're seeing her scars. Yeah, she got some good body scars, man.
How fares your battle?
Hey!
The gods are moving against Weishaupt and the Grey Wardens. We've heard rumors the Darkspawn are being led by an archdemon.
And you have questions?
I always have questions.
I need to know how archdemons relate to the gods. Are they just like the blighted dragons, or are they something else? I also need to know how to deal with the gods if they show up at Weishaupt.
I propose a bargain. I will answer your question if you answer mine.
What?
How are the Grey Wardens? Do they understand the truth of the danger yet?
Their leader's an idiot.
No. The First Warden still refuses to listen.
As I feared.
I tried diplomacy. I tried being firm. Nothing worked.
When I asked why you should be trusted to lead the fight, you denied that you were even the leader. That sufficed for me. But the Grey Wardens believe in dedication and authority. They already see themselves as the perfect choice to fight the Darkspawn. You cannot defeat Elganan and Gillename without the Wardens. What will you do to bring them to your side?
You didn't answer any of my questions. Why am I answering this one? That's a new one. It's about the first warden. You have to convince him and others will follow.
I don't have to convince all of them. I just have to convince the first warden.
Or remove him.
Enjoyable as that is to imagine, I doubt the rest of the wardens would approve.
Did you know the Evanuris once numbered many more than those whose names survive in the Elven Pantheon?
What?
One warlord was particularly cruel. I sought to free his slaves, but so fearsome was his reputation that none would join me.
What did you do?
I made people laugh at him.
How did that help?
For 12 years. Every sound near him, from whispered pleas to shouted oaths to crackling fire, all became mocking laughter. His mind broke under the ridicule, and when he fell, his slaves rose up and joined me.
I doubt laughter is going to work on the first warden.
If not that, then what?
Whatever's necessary.
Whatever it takes.
Easily said, but it will have to be enough for now. You have answered my question, and I owe you an answer in return.
Yes, you do.
Yes. The old gods of Tevinter, the archdemons.
There never were Tevinter gods. The archdemons, as you call them, were...
I was right. Ish. I was right-ish. My crazy plex theory for years has been that the Evanuris and the old gods of Tevinter were one and the same thing. And while I'm not 100% right, there were never Tevinter gods. The archdemons, as you call them, were always merely the weapons of the Evanuris. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It feels kind of good to have been right. I just like the fact that they weren't separate entities. I know I'm not 100% right. Trust me, I know I'm not 100% right. But being this right feels good.
were always merely the weapons of the Evanuris.
All right. Let's hope we can find the gods before they find their weapons.
You're not going to ask more questions?
Unfortunately, the Dragon Thrall's life force is bound to the Evanuris as both power and protection.
So it's not necessarily that the dragon itself is an Evanuris, like I had thought. Like I had thought that they were kind of like one and the same. Like Mythal could turn into a dragon kind of thing. It's just that you will not be able to kill it or even likely harm one of the Evanuris until their dragon is slain. So it's a thrall. So it's kind of like, so that makes the Corypheus side of things even more interesting. So Corypheus did not get himself an archdemon, or did he? So when you wake up, oh no. So is it like, I'm trying to relate this to like the lore that we know. So when an archdemon wakes up and like starts trampling around and singing the song, it's because it's a thrall to... Oh, is it supposed to be that like the archdemons, right, like these dragons that are tied to the Evanuris, they basically do the bidding of the Evanuris, and that they're trying to get the Darkspawn to dig them out, so then that way the archdemons themselves can eventually get the Evanuris out of the Fade. So is that what every single blight an attempt to get a elven god out of prison, basically, out of this? And like that's like, unless Solas is going to answer that question in a minute.
You will not be able to kill or likely even harm one of the Evanuris until their dragon thrall is slain.
Okay. So ask the questions, Mary. Tell me if they're dragons.
What can you tell me about the archdemons themselves?
Each is different, shaped by the whims and ego of its master. Elganan is the Lord of Tyranny. He would have ruled alone had Mythal not forced him to share power. Those who are strong, he molds into dictators themselves, with visions of godhood. Those who are weak, crushes. His archdemon reflects him. It is huge, to feed his ego, the epitome of dragonkind, bent to his will.
Ah, you must hate him.
Damn. Tell me what you really think of the guy.
He is cruelty and arrogance personified. All of the Evanuris were flawed, but he made all of them worse. By contrast, Gillenane was a servant of Andrul, whose skill at making monsters earned her promotion to the Evanuris. She is brilliant, ambitious, and unconstrained by anything you would understand as morality. In a kinder world, you would never need to see what she has done to her archdemon. In this world, I only hope you kill it quickly.
So...
In any event, the Evanuris will not be vulnerable until their archdemons are dead.
So, was Gillenane more like Solas in the beginning? Like, that's kind of almost the way Solas just made it sound, is that Gillenane herself was something else, and Andrul basically uplifted her to the status of Evanuris. Like, it's very interesting. This kind of reminds me, if you play Genshin Impact, it reminds me a little bit of the Genshin Impact lore, where, like, getting a vision in Genshin kind of uplifts you to the next stage of potentially becoming like an Archon, or like it allows you to ascend to Celestia and stuff like that. So it's almost like you could have uplifted somebody to becoming an Evanuris. So does that mean then that all, like, and the real question at the end of the day is, could somebody who is not a spirit become an Evanuris in the end after the first Evanuris were created? And that's an interesting thought. So, like, could somebody like, I don't know, Rook, for instance, she's an elf. Could Rook, in theory, eventually become an Evanuris, or could she never because she wasn't born a spirit? You know what I mean? And those are some questions. How did the Tevinter gods talk then?
The old stories of the Tevinter gods have them whispering in the dreams of ancient magisters. How did they do that? If they were just tools of the elven gods?
The archdemons were once high dragons. The Evanuris bound them as a source of power. When I imprisoned the gods, their dragons remained free. That was my mistake.
How so?
I never bound a dragon to myself, for I believed that to enslave another creature was immoral. As such, I did not understand the power that connection gave. I thought the prison I had made was perfect. But their dragons were the conduit through which they spoke to dreaming minds.
So it was never the dragons that talked. So Dumont was an ancient Evanuris. Like, that's exactly who Dumont was. They just gave it a different name. It's definitely kind of sort of like the Greek and Roman gods, right? Like, you've got their opposites and stuff like that. Oh, wow. But kind of. So Dumont was somebody else. So my question is, when an archdemon is defeated, is their Evanuris counterpart slain? Because the life forces are tied together. So is that why we haven't heard from Andrul? Is that, like, that's the question now that needs to be answered. What happened to Falandine? What happened to Andrul? What happened to all of them? Why are we only talking about the two? Where is everybody else? And the fact that, like, Flemeth / Mythal can turn into a dragon, is that different? Is that Mythal's high dragon? Like, is that not Flemeth actually shapeshifting into a dragon, but in some way, shape, or form sharing a life force with their archdemon?
It says a lot about these talks that kill an archdemon is the easy part.
It will not be easy. But you are this world's only hope. I would not suggest this path if I did not believe you could succeed.
Oh, the god of lies believes in me.
Even with their dragons dead, the Evanuris are powerful and well protected. You will need to use my dagger, the one you recovered. It can pierce their enchantments and strike them down.
All right. Kill the archdemons, then use the dagger to take down the gods.
Even a single opportunity to strike the Evanuris down will be rare, fleeting, and costly. You will not have another chance to catch them unawares. When you strike, you must be fully prepared. I
hope Miri isn't starting to trust Solas. Girl! He is the god of lies and trickery. You're getting a little too freaking comfortable with him. I don't trust this man, and neither should you, daughter. Oh no, I'm gonna have to go yell at my kid. Excuse me, everyone. Miri, look at me. Look at me. Don't look at the floor. Look right at me. You don't trust him, do you, girl? No. Swear on your fishies. Swear on your little teeny tiny fishies you are not trusting this man. What am I supposed to do now?